afternoon, class. I'm going to discuss the literary piece of The Dead Stars by Paz Marquez Benetiz. So, I have here a picture that related to our discussion. So, it tells about um, the love triangle of the characters of The Dead Stars. So, let's move on to the next, the author of The Dead Stars. So, Paz Marquez Benetiz, she was among the first generational of Filipinos trained in the American education system, which is used the English as the major of instructions. She also authored the first Filipino modern English language short story by the Death Stars, published in the Philippine Herald in 1925. So, I'm going to discuss the summary of the Dead Stars by Paz Marquez Benetiz. So, the summary of the Dead, Dead Stars, the character was the Alfredo, Esperanza, and Julia Salas. So, Alfredo Salazar was definitely engaged from Esperanza, and Esperanza was the wife of the Alfredo Salazar, and Julia Salas, best friend of Esperanza, but Alfredo Salazar have feelings on Julia Salas. So the settings of the Dead Stars, house in the house of the Don Julian and house of the Judge Revali and Church of Our Lady of Sorrows. And the next one is the point view of the stories. It talks about the third person of the character, and the tone and mood being in love, sadness, pity, and regret. So being in love because the Alfredo Salazar uh, was in love in best friend of his wife called Esperanza, and sadness because in that end he chose Alfredo Espera he, Alfredo chose Esperanza because um, Alfredo wants Esperanza to marry him, but but pity and the pity and regret because Julia Salas he gi- he gave her loyal by her best friend Esperanza. So the theme of the story is all about the man versus society. Symbolism, dead stars, symbolism, star symbolize persons of dream because Alfredo he, tawag doon? Alfredo definitely compared to symbolize in Dead Stars because he did not he did n- because he did not show her love through Julia Salas. And the next one is the figure of speech in Dead Stars. The road is too broad to trodden by feet, too barren of mystery. It is called the anaphora, and that second one is like a caravan in a mud pool, simile. She turned and looked into his face. In her dark eyes, a ghost of sunset sadness. It is a personification. That's all. Thank you.